So, rejection. We all been through it, right? You either got rejected by the job that you wanted, by your favorite college you want to go to, or you got rejected by a girl that you liked. Oh, come on, bro, again? Well, I got rejected by my crush because I was a hood enough, apparently. So today I'll be telling you the full story why I got rejected by my crush because I was a hood enough. Let's start with my background. Guys, look at me. Doesn't look like I'm hood at all. No? Okay, does any of my content seem hood at all? No? Okay, since we got that settled, then we can move on. So this story takes place in 2018. I just turned 14, and I got more interested in dating at the time because I was getting a little bit more mature and, you know, teenage hormones. So yeah, 14-year-old me was getting ready to date. So we fast forward 2 weeks, and we begin day 1. So we begin day 1. All my homies come back in town for Thanksgiving break. So, you know, me and the boys just hanging out, having fun, catching up, doing what the boys do on Thanksgiving break. And we saw 3 people that we didn't know cross the street. So me and the boys got out the trampoline because we didn't know who they were. So me and the boys went to go inspect who they were because we can't have no random people in the neighborhood. And the next thing you know, as soon as we got off the trampoline, we saw 3 people bolt across the neighborhood. Like they just took us sprinting fast they could across the street. They was running fast too. They were some track stars. So you know how black people is. We ran in the opposite direction just in case anything bad went down. We all ran inside the house too because just in case anything went down, we wouldn't get caught lacking. So a few moments later, we went back outside to check how the neighborhood's doing. And it turns out the group of people that ran full speed were a group of girls. What a twist! So when my friend Asher said it was a group of girls, she was like, oh wow, they're all women over there. My brother was like, my brother was like, oh cool. And I was like, girls, I wanna see men! So my extroverted friend Asher does, he yells out, hello ladies, what are you doing here on this lovely day? So after that, surprisingly, that worked and they all walked over to us. Not a bad strat for Asher, I'll say. So they walked up and started talking with us, right? So it turns out the whole time they saw us jumping on a trampoline, having fun, play fighting, right? And they wanted to get our attention, so they started running up and down the street to eventually get our attention. And it worked. Not a bad strat to get our attention. So we started chatting it up, talking, right? Getting to know each other. And for the sake of this video, I'm gonna give them fake names. So we're gonna call them Andy, Jesse, and Vicky. So we talking to Andy, Vicky, and Jesse, right? We talked a little bit more, and me and the boys huddled up, and it's starting to rain. Oh my gosh, it's starting to rain. So me and the boys huddled up, and we got in a circle of like, boys, which one's the cutest, right? And the funny thing is, at first, I didn't even like the girl that liked hood dudes at first. Vicky, I didn't even like her at first. I liked her friend, because she was my exact type. I'm talking about down to everything. I'm not gonna tell y'all my whole type in this video, but let's just say she had a big afro, which I'm really attracted to. Hey, don't look at me where I just like hair, alright? So after that, me and the boys trying to spit game because Riz wasn't a thing back then. So it was me, my brother, and my friend. Let's call him Asher for the sake of this video. My friend Asher was the Duke Dennis of 2018. He was tall, funny, had drip, his hair looked nice, like he can get any girl he wanted to. Spoiler, it comes later to find out that all the 3 girls that I mentioned liked Asher in the beginning. That's how powerful he was. This man was the Elden Riz Lord. That's Asher. Then it was my brother, the Rizzler. My brother is more the quiet, chill, go with the flow type dude, right? So I'm gonna put him right here. He also had Riz too. And then there was me. The short, chubby, annoying kid that never had a girl interested in them before. Despite all that, I was filled with determination to get my crush to like me. So after that, we got to get to know them more, and we hung out for a couple more hours after that. And not gonna lie, they were so cool. So it turns out they like anime, they like to wrestle. So we just clicked just like that. And we spent the whole day together. It was so much fun. It was like I already knew them for years. I'm just now seeing them again after all these years. Matter of fact, I had so much fun. I forgot about Riz and them, bro. Like, I just genuinely had fun hanging out with them. Like, I forgot about the main objective about Riz and the girls. No, like, I just had so much fun talking about anime, fighting, and it just overall good time. And then we hit nighttime. So nighttime hit, everybody's tired from playing and having fun all day. So we decided we'd hang out tomorrow, so we all exchanged numbers. And I make sure, your boy made sure to get the girl with the big afro's number because I had to get to know her more. So everybody changed numbers, hugged goodbye, and that was the end of day 1. So I'll go inside with a smile on my face because I got the girl with the big afro's number. So I'll go inside, take a shower, and go to bed. And that concludes day 1. Also, I forgot to tell you what their personalities are like from all 3 of the girls, Andy, Vicky, and Jesse. So I'm gonna give you a quick rundown what their personalities are like because this will be really important later. I mean, really important. Let's start with the girl that I had a crush on. Not the girl that liked hood guys, the girl I liked first. So Jessie, her personality was calm, goofy, and overall good vibes. I really liked her. And Andy's the second one. She was like the mother of the group because she was always buying us food and looking after us. And she was the oldest of the group too, so yeah. Overall, really nice too. She was like the nicest out of all three of them. Vicky, the last one, the girl that like hood dudes, her personality was quiet and cold. That's it. That's literally what her personality was like. But I know y'all wondering, but King, why didn't you ask the girl with the big afro out? She seems way more cooler than Vicky. Well, let's continue the story to find out. So we begin day 2. Okay, at day 2, I make sure to get iced out. I took a shower, put some lotion on, put some deodorant on, I put some cologne on. I don't even like cologne like that, so that's how you know I was on a mission. My main goal was to get the girl with the afro to like me. I had a mini afro back then, so I picked that out. So your boy was looking nice and clean for the occasion. So your boy went outside, met up with the homies, dialed them up and everything. So me, Asher, and my brothers started chatting it up like the usual, talking about what we were talking about. But I noticed something that's kind of worrying. My friend Asher was looking too clean. His hair was done, fresh fit, he had like a new pair of shoes on. So I'm starting to get scared. And he had some nice cologne on too. So this is the part I started getting scared because Asher looked too clean. So if Asher wanted to rizz up anybody, I said please don't let it be the girl with the big afro because he was 6 feet, he had drip, and he was too clean. So I was hoping he'd rizz up Andy or Vicky because I was too worried because he can definitely pull Jesse. So I started planning on my own downfall. So I was like, please, out of any girl here, please don't rizz up Jesse. Hide and go seek and we wrestle a bit. Oh, here's a car. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of cars coming in.
Five minutes later.
Okay, where was I? Okay, soon after we met up with the gals and we played hide and seek, freeze tag, and we wrestled a little bit more. Honestly, I'm surprised girls my age and up still want to do those things. And also, I forgot to tell y'all what ages they were because it's important. I was 14, Jesse was 15, Andy was 16, Asher was 17, and my brother was 16. But I was definitely the youngest out of the whole group, but like it was only by a year, so I'll let it slide. So after we get done playing hide and go seek, freeze tag, and then wrestling, it started to get dark outside, and we began nighttime. So nighttime here, we all talking about how it's so cool that we clicked like that, and how so glad we met each other, and blah blah blah, right? So after we got done talking, we just had one of those comfortable silent moments. We were just chilling, all right, being silent, all on our phones, right? And I noticed Asher was gone. I was like, huh? And it's dark, and Asher don't really leave in the dark without saying anything first, just in case anything happens, right? So I decided to look for him, right? So I walk all around the neighborhood, right, looking for Asher, right? I go around my backyard with my phone flash, right, looking for Asher, because this is not unusual for him to prank us, right? So he might be hiding behind the trash cans, right, trying to prank me, because he knows I was looking for him, right? So I walk around with my flashlight saying, Asher, Asher, right? I know you're trying to prank me, right? So I hear voices, right? So I was definitely him pranking me. Maybe he got one of my friends too to help prank me. I flash my phone light, right? And tell me why Asher and Jesse was kissing in my backyard. Oh! Somebody! Oh! Do you know what they said when I called them? Asher was like, oh, you called us, and started laughing at me. And Jesse was laughing too. I was like, oh, alright, my bad. Now, I did one of those Spider-Man sad edits walking home, bro, because I was upset, bro, because I did like Jesse. But I was afraid of this. I told you guys in the beginning of day 2. I told you guys, I want Asher to risk anybody else except for Jesse. Please just leave Jesse alone. But he liked Jesse too, so I can't blame him. Jesse looked good, so I did the walk insane back to my house, bro. I was for real in the Spider-Man edit, bro. So remember that part I said when we all changed numbers, right? Well, apparently when Asher exchanged numbers with Jesse, apparently Jesse had a crush on him, and he had a crush on Jesse the whole time. So the whole time that night they were texting, planning on meeting up that day. I lost before day 1 was even over. I lost before the battle has even begun. So, of course, I was upset. But he did tell me later that night that he's happy that he found love again and he really liked her and that she's really pretty. I was like, yeah, you did. So what do you think my 14-year-old self did at the time? Get jealous and try to break them up? Wrong. I was truly happy for my boy. Because I do love to see my friends find true love, honestly. When I was 14, even now. So I dabbed them up. Happy, I was like, hey, I'm proud of you, my boy. But he didn't know I like Jesse, so I was like secretly like, oh, congratulations, man. But I was happy for him. So after I get done talking to Asher about Jesse, everybody decided to go in for the night because it was getting late. It was like 11 p.m. So we all give each other a hug, and that's how we ended day 2. Day 3. So on day 3, I was pissed off. So we chilling with everybody, right? Jesse all hugged up with Asher. They doing their own thing, right? And it didn't really bother me at the time. So here comes the Rizzler, my brother. He came outside, right? And he's all bored. And guess what he decided to do? He decided to join in on the fun, apparently. So he decides to rizz up Andy. But how did he do it? Well, I'll tell you. And it's ridiculous how he did this. I'm still mad to this day. So the Rizzler decides to rizz up Andy, classic Stan, right? You know the part that really got me bent? That really got me pissed? He even didn't have to do anything. He did not do anything to rizz her. She came to him. It went down like this. So we're all chilling, right? And it starts to rain. So my brother goes in the rain like an anime character and is looking up at the rain, right? Because my little brother likes the rain. He likes to look up at the rain, right? So he's chilling in the rain, just looking up at it, right? Enjoying the rain, the sound of the rain. And guess what Andy did? She pulled my sister to the side. I was like, oh my gosh, is he okay? Is he depressed? Does he need a hug? Why does he look at the rain like that? Oh my gosh, he's so depressed. What happened to Stan? Oh my gosh. And I was just standing here like, are you serious right now? And my sister said, nah, he's good. He just like to look up the rain. He likes the rain. He likes the sound of the rain. La-di-da-di-da. But yeah, he said he just likes the rain, so he's all good. He's not depressed. He just likes the rain. And I was like, yeah, he said, yeah, he likes the rain. Everybody likes the rain, right? So after we told her all the stuff about my brother liking the rain, she was like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna give him a hug anyway. Then walked over and gave him a hug. And right then and there, I know he successfully pulled her. And I was pissed. All this man did is did this. I quote you. Edit right here. That's all he freaking had to do to get a girl. Just look at some damn rain. And now, like I was flabbergasted. All he had to do is literally look at some rain, act like he was depressed. Even though he wasn't even acting, he just liked the rain like that. And he's got a girl. Now, I was a little salty about that, but that's not the part that made me really pissed off. So right then and there, I know he pulled her. So we fast forward to the nighttime, right? So it's nighttime. It's starting to get chilly outside. So everybody hops on the trampoline and start cuddling, right? And this is the part where I got pissed. So everybody's cuddling together, right? Asher's with Jesse and my brother's with Andy, right? That's what I mean by everybody, just Asher and my brother. That's all people was cuddling, right? And don't forget, everybody on the trampoline was me, Asher, my brother, my sister, and Vicky. So everybody's all cuddled up. I'm minding my business. I'm playing Undertale for the Nintendo Switch, right? Minding my own business. And Asher and Jesse started to get a little freaky in the trampoline. Nothing too crazy. They just making out and all that. And then it started to get heated. And I was like, oh, hell nah. So I put the switch down. So I did what any concerned friend did at the time. I pulled her off of him. Oh!
You need to leave!
I know. I promise y'all I wasn't jealous, and I promise y'all I wasn't intending on stopping their fun. So after that, it would have called me a cop block. So everyone was like, King, how could you? You just mad that you don't got a girl. I was like, guys, did you see what they were doing? They need to chill. So I was concerned for you. Like, I know it wasn't my proudest moment, but I felt like I needed to step in at that time. So everybody on my head for stopping them, and I went to my brother for back. I was like, Stan, help me out here. They're on my head. What I did was valid or not? So he didn't answer. So I looked over to my brother for more help, right? He's over here making out with Andy. So at that moment, I got really pissed. I was like, dude, stop. You didn't know those people for 2 days and you put your lips on them. They can't have anything, dude, stop. And all he said was, sorry, man, and continue back what he was doing. So I got really pissed. I was like, y'all just making out with strangers that we met 2 days ago. Day 1, we just started out being friends, playing hide and seek and all that. And day 3, they just all making out on the trampoline. So I was like, please stop, but they wasn't listening to me. So after that, I went back to the edge of the trampoline and stopped playing Undertale again, away from all this taboo stuff. Then something exciting starts to happen. So then a minute later, Asher says, hey Vicky, why don't you cuddle with King? He's the only one without a girl right now. And I was like, my boy Asher, yes sir! So I get all hype, like, yes sir. My boy Asher stole Jesse from me, but he's gonna give me a new girl, so like, that's my boy right there. That's my boy Asher, bro. We've been day ones. So I get hyped for that, right? So I'm all smiley, right? So I thought I was gonna get my first female romantical interaction yet. So I was 14 at the time and never kissed a girl, never had hands with a girl, never dated a girl, blah, 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 all that, right? So I was getting happy, right? So I thought I was about to have my first kiss, blah, blah, blah. I thought I was gonna, get held by a female. So I'm getting all ready, right? Smiling. So like, the day has finally come. I'm gonna join the cool kids club. Let's go! So I'm starting to scoot all close to her. I was like, yes sir, yes sir. And she said this with the plainest expression on her face. No, I'm good. Then she proceeds to hug on my sister. He's like, nah, I'd rather cuddle with my sister. So she cuddled with my sister. So I was like, so I start tweaking. I was like, yeah. So I started losing my mind, right? So I decided to hop in the house right quick to grab something. Y'all see this? Up, before y'all say anything. YouTube, this is a BB gun. This isn't an assault rifle. Look. Guns don't do this. So I grabbed my BB gun, right? And I start loading it. So I was about to go spray that trampoline down because ain't no way I just went out like that. My crush said, nah, I'm good. I'm cuddling with King. I went to go cuddle with my sister. So, bet. So I was sitting down debating on spraying that trampoline down with my BB gun. But I'm not a psychopath, so I didn't do it. So I changed my mind at the last minute. Yeah, 14-year-old me was wilding back then, bro. Like, I was actually gonna shoot them with the BB gun, but the intrusive thoughts came across my head about like just spraying the whole trampoline down. So I decided to help my L and went inside for the night. And then it was time for them to go inside. So my sister came and got me saying, oh, they finna leave. You gotta say bye to them. Cause this was the last day of their staying down here. So I went inside, said bye to them, right? So we all got pretty close by then. So we started getting each other hugs, right? She was like, oh, King, why do you hug weird? One of them said you hug weird. I don't remember. This was 4 years ago. One of them said I hug weird, right? I was like, what do you mean? I just gave you a hug. So out of pure sympathy of me getting dogged that whole night, Andy decided to give me a tutorial how to give hugs. And I didn't think you needed a freaking tutorial how to give hugs. You just hug somebody. So I got even more pissed off that night. Hold on a second, guys. Basically, I know there's certain ways you hug women. Like this, hold on. So there's 3 ways you hug women according to this TikTok. So there's the normal hug, right, which I gave. Normal hug, he's like, oh, see you later, like blah blah blah, right? Then there's the side hug, aka the friend zone hug. You just go like this. And there's the one where like the romantic hug, where like apparently the women hug you by their neck, you hug them by their waist like this, right? I was just all friends with them, right? So I was like, oh bye. What I really should have did was, yeah! So they stayed outside past the curfew to teach me how to give me a proper hug. And maybe it was like, but King, maybe they wanted you hugged them by the waist. No! Asher had Jesse, my brother had Andy, and Vicky, she said she'd rather hug my sister than me. So, no. They didn't like me. So after that, we all went inside. And I'm gonna lie, y'all, I walked in like Spider-Man and that sad meme where everything's crashing, bro. I was just, yeah, so I went inside mad as hell. My pride was shut. My ego and feelings were shattered. Everything just went downhill. So yeah, I went inside and immediately went to bed after that. And I was like, nah, I don't like these people no more. They over here, they just humiliated me in front of everybody. So yeah, and that's how we ended day 3. Can we take a moment to drop an RIP for 14-year-old me in the chat? Because I was really going through it, bro. On to day 4. Day 4. All right, now we finally at day 4. And before we even begin day 4, go ahead and leave a like for your boy because day 3 was so tragic for me. So on day 4, the girls called us up around 9:30 a.m. saying they're about to leave back to their home state. And everybody wants to say goodbye to them, so everybody hurry up, brushed their teeth, and got ready to go outside. So my sister wakes me up saying they're about to leave and don't you want to go outside and say goodbye to them one last time? And I was like, no, because what happened on day 3. And y'all, I was like the Bugs Bunny meme. I was like, no. But then she eventually talked me into going outside to say goodbye to them. So I hurried up and got ready. I didn't get dripped out like last time. So I hurried up and got ready. And y'all, I have to do one of those face things where you go like this. Yeah, I had to do one of the hard one of those because I was not happy to see them. I was glad to see them leave. So after when I saw, I was like, oh, goodbye guys, it's really nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah. We should do this again sometime. Capping. I was capping because I was not happy. So yeah, I said goodbye to them. So after I said goodbye and all that, I was getting ready to go inside the house. But Vicky said that she needed something from the house right quick. And she didn't feel like walking. And can somebody give her a piggyback ride, right? So of course a light bulb went inside my head, right? I was like, redemption? So I was like, I get a chance to redeem myself. I get to change things. So I was filled with determination to change my fate. So I started walking up to her saying, I can do it, I can do it. As soon as I started walking up to her, she walked to my older brother and said, hey, can you give me a piggyback right to my house? And before he even said anything, I looked towards him like, you better not, you better not. And he's like, I can't say no. So he gave her a piggyback ride and went back to her house. He went back to her house and dropped her off. I was so close to losing my shit. I had all the determination in the world just for her to go to my older brother. So after that, I started getting PTSD from day 3. So I was getting pissed. I was like, you know what? All right. So my brother came back to the crib after dropping her off. He was like, sorry, man. I can't do nothing about it. I was like, you know what? My brother's a freaking Rizzler, so I can't really be mad. Don't hate the player, hate the game, I guess. So after that, first Asher left, then the gals left, and then it was just me and my siblings. And that's the end. But King, didn't you get rejected by the hood chick? What happened to her? Well, guys, I'm afraid that's a different story for a different time. Well, I feel like I have some explaining to do. Hey guys, it's Final KingBee here. I feel like I ended things abruptly, so I should explain what happened why the video ended so abruptly. So this story time originally supposed to be like 10 minutes or something, and during the final part, like this video is like 20 minutes or some change. And I still got 5 more days left to go. And this video will be entirely way too long to explain 5 more days what happened to me. And I would happily do the 5 more days, but I spent a lot of time and a lot of editing to get this video out here. So if this video actually doesn't do well, I'm kind of screwed. I could be working on other projects that you guys want to see. And if you want to see what happened next and how I got rejected by the hood chick again, way more brutally, you already know what to do. Make sure knock out that like button. Subscribe to today's join the Beehive and comment down below Red's B for part 2, so I know you guys want to see part 2 of this story. For apologies for ending this video abruptly, I'm gonna give y'all little juicy details. So I know y'all wondering, well, I can't really tell you that because it will ruin part 2. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Shortly after everybody left, Asher and Jesse did break up, which is kind of crazy because she was all over him. So if you really want to see part 2 and what happened between them, make sure knock out that like button. Subscribe to join the Beehive. And also, hold up. And also, to prove that this story is real, I'm gonna show a clip back in 2018 of me, Asher, and my brother Stan hanging out together. So yeah, enjoy this clip. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say something too. Hold on, don't leave. I forgot to say something. Everybody in this story, listen up. Disclaimer: if anybody in this story finds out during the story, I have no bad blood? Yeah, I have no bad blood with you all. This story took place like 5 years ago. I was 14 and now I'm considered a grown adult. So yeah, this is all for fun and giggles, bro. I have no animosity towards anybody, bro. This is fun and giggles. So if anybody in the story, Annie, Jesse, Vicky, Asher, watching this video, this is all for fun and giggles, man. This is all for fun and giggles. And if you feel a certain type of way, you can DM me and we can talk it through. So yeah, actually I haven't spoken to Asher, Jesse, and anybody in like over 4 years. So they don't have my YouTube, so I doubt they even find this video. And I'll see y'all hopefully in part 2. Stay determined again. And remember,
I can do anything.